Well, it wasn't too many episodes ago, I was talking about how much I love having certain stouts on tap powered by nitrogen. There's just something about seeing it, feeling it. Oh, the whole bit of nitrogen is wonderful. Well, if you want to get into your own system, because so many of you have been sending me emails saying, tell us what we need, we're going to talk about it. Obviously, you need some additional equipment. You might have to buy the cutie some jewelry from that 2 Design Art place so that you can get some more equipment. But here's what you're going to need. You're going to need a second bottle. This bottle is my CO2 bottle. They are completely different in the valve itself. The connection for the regulator is completely different. This is a male connection with a flat washer face versus a female connection, and it uses a completely different sealing system. So that you cannot take a CO2 bottle and have it converted over without having to have the valve changed, and that really is kind of a waste of time. So you're going to need another bottle, and they come in various sizes. Then you're going to need a regulator. Now you cannot use a CO2 regulator with the nitrogen. And the reason being is we're going to be under a whole lot more pressure from the nitrogen mix. So you're going to need a different regulator. And you can see it's a completely different kind of sealing system, this tip. And we run this at a much higher pressure through the entire system. So bottle, regulator, obviously a little line or two. The final thing that's going to make your nitro system the best is you need a good nitro tap. Here it is. Long and skinny, and of course we got to have bad frog in there for the brewery here. But the key to this particular system is this tap is inside, and it has got a disc. And this disc is what accentuates the nitrogen system. We're going to power this system up to probably 30 pounds. And you're going to say, my goodness, if it's at 30 pounds, I'm going to be blowing my beer out into the glass. No, that's what that disc does, is it restricts it so much that the pressure is not seen in the pour. But it excites the beer because it's getting excited about coming out and visiting. And you get this wonderful, wonderful cascade of nitrogen bubbles. The nitrogen in the bottle is not pure nitrogen. It's a mixed gas. It's 75% nitrogen, 25% carbon dioxide. Now, one of the reasons nitrogen itself has a very hard time dissolving into your beer, whereas carbon dioxide is a whole lot easier. So you have your beer all fermented and you've transferred it into your keg. Well, you're going to want to lightly carbonate it with pure CO2. Lightly carbonating it by forced carbonation. Then we're going to hook up our nitrogen supply. And again, remember, there's 25% carbon dioxide in this. I personally set this up, hook it up, and then let it pressurize my entire keg for about a week at 30 pounds. Because the nitrogen doesn't want to dissolve easily into it. And then we'll get it at about that time, it is now ready to pour. I get all my bottles filled at the local welding supply house, and they have been wonderful to me. But one thing I do need to remember is when I go to get my beer mix, I always let them know I need a beer gas setup for nitrogen. Then they'll know it's a 25-75 ratio, and I'll be set to go. I hope this helped. And if you have any questions, let me know.